All right, I'll say this again. Welcome, everybody. This is our Saturday Night Live Mindset Training. Tonight, the topic is going to be the future of retail. And this is so important for most of us, and it's important for you guys to understand. Even though our business is Shopping Sherlock, you must understand the industry that Shopping Sherlock is actually in. Why it's so important. Why do we feel so confident about the future of this company? Why, when nobody else understands what's going on? Well, there's a lot of companies out there that are hyping this up. You've got the Brain Abundance, the Wake Up Nows, the DS Dominations, the Visalis, the Organo Golds. You've got all these companies out there promising you, the world within 30 to 60 days. And why is it that we're excited about what's going on over here? It's about knowing the future. It's about being prepared for something that's going to come, and nobody, I'm going to say that again, nobody is going to escape. See, that's something you got to understand. When electricity was invented for the first time, are there still people out there in the world living without electricity by choice? Not too many out of the 7 billion people on the planet. Not too many people are living without electricity by choice. And it is an aspect of electricity has been around since what? The late 1890s? That's a little over 100 years. How long have we been on this planet? Thousands of years. Yet do you think we can go back to living without electricity? I don't think so. Well, that is going to be electricity. That is a powerful statement to make, which means nobody is going to escape this. And it is happening so fast that most people, and 97%, are going to miss the golden age of opportunity. This is the new modern day gold rush. This is the new gold rush that's taking place right now. Except you don't have to move or relocate to get a part of it, to get a piece of it. You can get a piece of this modern day gold rush from your living room without ever having to leave your home, by just turning on your computer and participating. And we're all participating anyway. We're driving this industry because of our habits. Our habits is shopping online, social media, doing everything through the internet. Even when we leave our homes, we're still connected because of smartphones. We're always connected. 24/7, we're connected. I guarantee your smartphone is no more than an arm's way of length from wherever you are right now. I know people that if they're on their way to work and they forgot their smartphone at home, they will turn around to go get it and risk being late. That's how important it is to our lives right now. Can you imagine turning off the internet for a week? How many of you will be able to survive? A lot of us wouldn't be able to survive, but it'll be hangover time, right? I mean, most of us grew up without the internet, so we know how to live without the internet. It would be a major adjustment, but we could do it. 10 years from now, the world would not be able to function without the internet. We wouldn't know what to do. Kids wouldn't know what to do. So I'm doing a screen share now. You guys should be able to see my screen. If you guys cannot see my screen, let me know. Because once I go into it, I'm not going to be able to see. I'm not at home, so I don't have two computers running at the same time. So I'm not going to be able to see if you guys can see what I'm sharing. So if for whatever reason you can't see my screen right now, refresh yourself. And if most people cannot see it, then please somebody shoot me a text so that I know. And I'll periodically, hey Lou, where are you, Lou? He's saying mod you. Brandon Ivey 3. Oh, I see you. So if somebody shoot me a text so that I'll know. As I continue talking, we're doing screen share. So this is a report called The Future of Retail. Now, as I said before, I am not a hype guy. I'm not impressed when I see somebody on Facebook talking about how great their company is. I mean, anybody could say that about any company. I look at the facts. Am I going to listen to a cheerleader or what experts that's not even in my company are saying about my industry? And what I'm going to share with you guys tonight are the facts. And you guys should be able to see this. I'm on the wrong computer. I can make this bigger for you guys, but you guys can see this. So this is the businessinsider.com. The Future of Retail 2014. Let's go through this. Now, if I bore you, I apologize. I like to train from a teacher's point of view. Now, I graduated from Morehouse College, political science degree, psychology minor. If I decided to finish my master's degree, I'm only 2 semesters away from teaching education. I was almost credentialed here in the state of California. I was a former teacher. So I kind of teach that way. So bear with me. So we're going to go over this. Take a this. Is this how people really like to shop? Walking down the aisleways, looking for the products that you want, looking at the prices. Is this people like to shop, or is this how we're forced to shop because that's all we've known all these times? Or this, standing in lines, Christmas time, look at all the traffic, all the people you got to go through, people smell, people pushing you, people touching you, you don't want to, looking miserable. Is this how people like to shop? Let's face it, the old retail model is dying. Kmart. Is there still a Kmart? I don't remember the last time I ever saw a Kmart. Huh. I think they closed down in California. Or like this. This is all the malls across America is going to look like. Empty malls. Nobody's going to the malls anymore. You have hundreds of retail stores are closing. Now here's a graph of U.S. retail store closings. Barnes & Noble, 226. Staples, 225. GameStop, 200. Really? Yeah, I mean, why go to GameStop? Just order it online. Gap, 189. Abercrombie & Fitch, 180. Aeropostale, 175. JCPenney, 33. Closed by May 2014. 33 JCPenney stores. This is across the board. It's not just one company. This is all of them. Are they opening more stores? Or are they closing closing stores. Let me make sure you guys are still with me. Yeah, you guys are still with me. Because store sales are tanking is why stores are closing. Offline sales growth for top retailers. Let's see, includes Walmart, JCPenney, Best Buy, and Gap. And from 2008, it was at negative 3%. Then it started to rise. By 2010, it was up 2%. Then it went into free fall. By 2013, it's below negative 5%, almost down to negative 6%. It's in free fall. Holiday quarters have been terrible for physical retail, and holidays are supposed to be the biggest time of the year for retail stores. Holidays is where retail stores make their profit for the whole year. That's why they call it Black Friday, because that's the day that puts most retailers in the black, in profit. So if you look at this chart, it shows you, like JCPenney, for example, in the blue, fourth quarter 2013 was up 2% from 2012. That's good. But if you, a little bit up, but if you look from 2011 to 2012, it was down 31%. 31%. Look at Best Buy. It's in the negative. So that's not a good trend. Businesses are in business to make money. Now, where are the shoppers going? Here's one thing that's interesting. Shoppers are still shopping from these stores. Wayfair, eBay. I'm sorry. This is where shoppers are going. Wayfair, eBay, Rakuten, Amazon, Overstock.com, Snapdeal.com, JD, Wayne Lowe, Birchbox. So instead of going to the JCPenney's and the Sears, they're going to these places, and the Best Buys. This is where they're going. Why? They can save money. They're all going online. Here's a percent of retail sales attributable to online in selective merchandise categories. So let's see here. We've got starting in 2001. So, of course, things have been growing online. Look at this. Media, sporting, and hobby goods is really taking the biggest jump online. Social media. Electronics and appliances, furniture and home furnishings, clothing and accessories, health and personal care, food and beverage. I'm going to tell you that this food and beverage is going to also start spiking higher when you have companies like Walmart that are going to allow you to do like what Larry Brown does, order food online and have it shipped to you. So I think that this graph isn't even reflecting on what I think is going to do. It's going to spike up a lot higher than this. But this is very interesting for Shop and Sherlock. What is our product? Do we have just one product? No, I'll tell you. There's a company called FG Express. And Michael Weeder was sharing with me earlier. How they went from $800,000 a month in profit or sales to $3.9 million a month in 1 year. All they sell is Pain Patch. One product. Not everybody needs the Pain Patch. So when you ask what is a product of Shopping Sherlock, it is all of these. Media, sporting, hobby goods, electronics, appliances, furniture and home furnishings, clothing and accessories, health and personal care, and food and beverage. Anything that you want to buy online, we have. So we are in every single category, and it is all rising. So you always want to know your growth curve or your indicators of future performance. You look at where the trends are. The trends are all going up, not down. We're not in a company that releases a financial report that says we've been losing money over the past 4 years and it's only getting worse. Everything is going up. Look at this one. I love this quote here. We're in the midst of a profound structural shift from physical to digital retail. It's happening faster than I could have imagined. Who said that? Brandon Ivey? Michael Weeder? Simon Brooks? Nah. Jeff Jordan, partner at Andreessen Horowitz, January 2014. We're in the midst. I'd say we're actually in the beginning. We're right in that. It's happening right now, right in front of our eyes. And it's happening faster than even the experts could have imagined. 8 months ago, I was clueless. I didn't even know this was going on. And the experts who do know what's going on, it's happening faster than they can even keep up with. Retail industry sales growth, online versus offline. So let's take a look at this. We've got e-commerce is in the blue. So the green is offline sales. The red line is e-commerce growth. The blue line is offline retail growth. So here we go. 2000. You got e-commerce is way down here. By 2013, it is way up here. And we're looking at, when you see 500 million, that's 5 billion. So we're looking at that mark. I'm sorry, that's 5. See, I didn't get that right. No, 500 billion. I'm sorry, 500 billion. So here, look at this e-commerce line. Boo, 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 boo. Offline. Oh, no. Here's the e-commerce. Boom, boom, going up, up. And this is why I say that this is the greatest shift in economic wealth. What moves the world is commerce. Trading the service of goods with money. Commerce. Trade. And see the marks here? 3 trillion. $4.5 trillion. And that might be off there. I might have my numbers wrong, but I think that's 4.5 trillion. All the way up there. That is the big slice of pie that we're going to cut into, because we're still right here, and this is $1 trillion industry. They said by 2020, show you how. I want to show you guys something. I want to brag about this team, because this team is exploding right now. All right, let's go in. Share again. All right, if you guys can see my screen, type Y. I am not going to show my back office for money. I'm going to show production. And before I show this, let me say this. This is not typical. This is not guaranteed. This is based on your own work ethic and how hard you work. This is a training and not a presentation to sign people up in the business. And I'm saying that because I'm recording it. I don't want anybody to think I'm enticing anybody. So, saying that, let me show you what took place, because today's the 31st, right? Now, almost last day of the month. Let me just show you guys something here. When you look at these names here, Japan, Philippines, Philippines. I want to show you guys something here. You've got in a row that says personally sponsored. So these are all new people. And the new people, if they sponsor somebody, it shows you if they sponsored anybody when they first started. So you've got people that joined the business, K, 8 people. She's only been in the business 3 weeks. Mikhail, she had Power Affiliate, Star, Power, Star, and more. They got 3, 2. You know what they're doing? They are duplicating the 2 getting 2, except they're telling their people you need to get 4 to get 4. 4 getting 4, getting 4, getting 4. They are exploding. That's just the month of May. If all of them duplicated to do the same thing in the month of June, it just explodes even bigger. Like I said, this is just for training purposes that I'm showing you this. All right. So like I said before, exponential growth. Exponential growth. Your business will take time to grow. The only way to quit is to lose is to quit. I see people who have, I'll even say this, I won't say any names, but there are people that have quit that sit on top of all of those people you saw in Japan. They quit the business before that Japanese team blew up. They have no idea that that was their downline. They quit before the explosion happened. Why in the world would you quit and it's only $34.95? You just sit on it. But anyway, let's move on here through these slides. This is cool. Online, 1 in 20 retail dollars are already online. 1 in 20. See, this is commerce. This is what's moving the world. This is e-commerce that's steadily growing. Now, this whole blue chart you see right here, how many of you have a piece of this? Do any of you have a piece of this big chart right here? The big slice of that pie. Anybody? No. But e-commerce is now cutting into that. Now, by you getting involved in e-commerce, you have an opportunity to get a piece of this pie. It's open for all of us. It's steadily growing. See where we are in 2013? Exponential growth. So it's going to go like this. You see it slowly going, and then it's going to go straight up. We are here before the major explosion. Mobile is also gaining fast, and I'm excited because in I don't know about 6 weeks, our new Shopping Sherlock mobile app will be ready to roll, and it is going to be the bomb. Nobody's going to have what we have. That's about 6 weeks away or so. But mobile is also gaining fast. See, here's the desktop e-commerce sales. People with home PCs and stuff. Here's the mobile that's starting to steadily rise. And at the end, the mobile is going to be bigger than the desktop. You go overseas, none of them have desktops anymore. They all do business and work and internet and online purchases. They do all of that through their mobile devices. That's the wave of the future. In fact, the future of Shopping Sherlock is in the mobile device. That's why we are spending a lot of money, putting a lot of effort and time on making sure we get our mobile device right. Hire the number one mobile app making company in the world to do so. New retail is nearly equal to old guard in market value. All right, let's talk about market value. Old retail, Walmart, Gap, Best Buy, JC Penney, $279 billion market value. Let's look at the new retail. Amazon, eBay, Rakton, Zulily, and Overstock. Now, Walmart, Gap, Best Buy, and JCPenney have been around a lot longer than these companies. They have $265 billion market value. You guys see how that is rising? Let's look at this chart here. Venture capital is also cashing in. E-commerce led venture capital backed exits in 2013. Now, I am not a professional market analyst, so I'm just looking at this chart, and you guys can understand this as well. But you've got news and discussion, 4%. Project management, travel, video, education and training, customer relationship and management, application development and data integration, healthcare and wellness. Now, this is surprising to me. Healthcare and wellness industry will be huge for the next 30 to 40 years because the baby boomers are now retiring. And what do baby boomers want to do? They want to stay as young as possible and stay healthy. And they have a lot of money, more money than the previous generation had at their age. So they are spending a lot of that money on healthcare. So healthcare companies will always do well for the next 20 years. But yet 77% here. Business intelligence, analytics, social media, that's going to skyrocket soon. Storage and document management, advertising, sales and marketing, e-commerce, 16%. For the venture capitalists. They're cashing in on this. Venture capitalists are the guys that go on Wall Street and make billions. Literally billions without creating anything. Amazon continues growing very quickly. Amazon started off as just like a bookstore, right? You wanted to buy books, instead of going to Barnes & Noble, you went to Amazon.com. And they slowly integrated everything else. They're talking about Amazon soon is going to start selling food. Because they see Walmart trying to compete with them on the e-commerce space. So they're saying, okay, we'll compete with Walmart in the food space. It's going to be very interesting watching those. But here is Amazon North America retail sales percent growth. 2003, it's at the in billions. So we're looking at the 5 billion mark around 2003, going up to 2013, $40 billion mark as far as growth, 45% growth. If you can go back in time, you would have invested in Amazon when it first got started. See, Amazon is now 14% of all e-commerce. Good grief. Amazon market share of North America e-commerce, 14%. Right now, going off of my memory, but United States e-commerce, I think is around 230 or 240 something billion dollars right now, and Amazon's got 14% of that. See, when this is a $5 trillion industry, when you take 1/10 of half of 1% of that, that's still $5 billion. Sherlock will still be a multi-billion-dollar company. There's enough for all of us. We don't have to beat Amazon. We don't have to beat Google. We just need to be positioned to get our piece of the crumbs. And we're a billion-dollar company. Look at this. But other retailers are also growing in online sales. Annual online sales of selected retailers. You've got, Amazon is the big one. They just got started before everybody else, so everybody else is playing catch up here. You've got Walmart, Best Buy, Gap, JCPenney, Wayfair. And there's going to be a whole lot more getting a piece of this pie. The signs are clear. E-commerce is booming. Who are you going to believe? Broke cousin Pookie on the corner who says that online shopping is just a fad? Or are you going to believe what the experts are saying? All the signs are clear. Shippers were overwhelmed by the massive volume of e-commerce orders over Christmas. Didn't we already talk about this? I had somebody actually tell me that they thought I made up the story about UPS and FedEx. I said, what do you mean? Google it. Google holiday sales and orders. UPS failed on being able to deliver all of their items by Christmas. Look at this right here, New York Times. Gifts sent by UPS miss a big deadline. Santa delivered sacks stuffed with IOUs this Christmas. Why? Because of e-commerce sales. They did not account for how big it was going to be. Part of it is Amazon's fault. Because Amazon, on Cyber Monday, you know what they did? They did a promo saying anybody that signs up for Amazon Prime, and I think Amazon Prime is $79 or $99 for a year. Anybody that signs up with Amazon Prime will get free 2-day shipping on all online purchases, and guarantee you get to get your products by Christmas. When they did that, they had over 1 million people sign up for Amazon Prime like overnight. They were not equipped for that, and they failed to transfer that information over to UPS. See, people say, how can UPS not know that it was going to be a big holiday season? In fact, how can you have a big holiday season in a big recession? Well, here's how they traditionally track. In the old days, Grandma has grandkids on the other side of the country. So you know what Grandma would do? She'd go down to JCPenney or Sears or Best Buy, whatever, buy the item, maybe have it wrapped in the store, take the item home, sign it, put a card on it, go down to the UPS office, and have it physically shipped. And UPS tracks how many people come in through them to ship their items. And they use those numbers to go ahead and see how many extra people do we need to hire this holiday season. That's how they've been doing it for decades. Let me tell you what happened this past year. Same grandma. Instead of going down to Sears, JCPenney, or Best Buy, she opened up the computer. She searched for what she wanted. She bought the item. But she did not put her address for it to be shipped to. She shipped it to her grandchildren. So Grandma never physically touched the item. She bought it and had it directly shipped to wherever she wanted it to go. UPS could not track that in the way that, let me rephrase that. They know the transaction took place, but that's not how they were tracking their numbers. They will be doing that this year. And they got overwhelmed. Anybody that you know that, they shun their nose up to network marketing or say, oh, I don't have $249. I don't believe in it. I need to wake up. You let them know that at the end of this year, when they look for a job, they should look for any business that has shipping, because they're going to be very busy. If you have any money, invest in shipping companies, local and national shipping companies. There will never be a recession for them. Not for the next 20 years. The top categories for e-commerce: electronics, media, and clothing. Here we have a percent of U.S. consumers who purchased the following merchandise online in 2013. Online: electronics, books, clothing, household goods, office supplies, consumer goods, sporting goods, pet supplies, food and groceries, tools and home and luxury goods. So this is our business, okay? Our business is Shopping Sherlock, and our business is to know the market. What is in demand? Well, we know this is where people are spending their money on. Do you think we can find them a better deal if they shop online for any of these items? Any of these industries? Luxury, pet supplies, sporting, household goods, books, consumer electronics, clothing. So we can save them money by shopping that they're going to do anyway. Here's your customers. You say, Brandon, how do I get a customer? Ask them. What was the last thing you bought online? And how much did you pay for it? Let me show you like that and show you what you could have paid if you went through me. You have to think of this, not even this electronically, but think back to the old Amway days. The 50s, 60s, and 70s, the Mary Kay days, the Avon days, where there was no computer tracking and no internet. You had to get your product through your local guy in the neighborhood, right? You know, I have a guy. I have a gal. I'm going to go to my gal and get my Tupperware. You want to be known as the hookup guy or the hookup gal for online shopping. Because even though people shop online, do you think they just still might be hurting financially in one way or another? And they would love to save money, as much money as possible. But they're forced, they still got to go shopping anyway. It's unavoidable. Next to death and taxes, we still got to spend our money on stuff. You're going to be known as the hookup guy. Hey, I need to buy this phone. Can you hook me up? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm glad you asked. Let's look at some of the retail categories individually. Now, I may skim through a lot of these because there's a lot of stuff. Electronics. Hey, I love electronics. Best Buy is vulnerable. 85% of sales from electronics. Here's breakdown of merchandise sold by Best Buy. International and U.S. Consumer electronics, computing and mobile phones, entertainment, appliances, and other. 85% of their sales online. And it's not just America. This is interesting. People overseas are buying appliances far higher than Americans are. Let's see, what else is higher? Appliances. Wow, appliances makes a huge difference. Interesting on that. Others around the same. Entertainment's around the same. Computing's the same. Consumer electronics are around the same. Best Buy annual retail sales. Offline sales plummeted 15% last year. So you're looking at 50 billion here, right? From 2009, and it stayed around the same. But at 2012, it started to drop significantly. It dropped almost $10 billion. At the same time, online started to go up a bit, 2012, 2013. All of Best Buy's growth is online. So for our company, the only growth they have is online. So if you were the owner of Best Buy, and your analysts tell you, all of our growth is online, what are you going to do? I think, let me make sure you guys are still with me. What are you guys going to do? If you own Best Buy and they say all of your growth is online, are you going to spend more time offline? Or are you going to spend the majority of your time trying to develop and build up bigger your online presence? Online. It's just like in your own business. You go where the hot spots are. You spend most of your attention with the people who are making things happen. That's just business. Online growth, which means they're going to start scaling back on their offline. Why? Why spend money there? They're not making any money there. Amazon was once smaller than Best Buy. Not anymore. Not anymore. So let's look at why they use close to the same colors here. All right, this is Amazon. Okay, so 2003, less than 10 billion. Best Buy. Let's see. Best Buy is in blue right here. Here's Best Buy. It was at 50 billion. Oh, I'm sorry. Amazon. Wait. I'm getting this wrong here. So this bar is Amazon. Where's the Best Buy bar? Here's the Best Buy bar. That's starting to go down. So when Best Buy and Amazon meet, is between 2011 and 2012. Both at 50 billion. Then from 2011 down, Best Buy has dropped. Amazon has skyrocketed. You see that? And it's only getting bigger. Next, media. Tower Records. This looks like it's a different country. That is, I see the writing. Asia somewhere. China. Media is still the top e-commerce category, $25 billion. Retail sales of media, sporting, and hobby goods. So offline is on the pink. Online, steadily growing. Starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. iTunes versus Amazon Kindle. So we've got iTunes here, 2011, 7.8 billion. 2013, 11.4 billion. Just 2 years, you added, $4 billion to the pot. Amazon is rising even faster, 860 million to 3.8 billion over the same time period, and that's with the Kindle. So I really don't care about the stores. Mostly, all I care about is seeing this upward trend, moving up. Benefiting Apple and Amazon, iTunes and Amazon Kindle media review. So we got Kindle ebooks on the rise, iTunes exploded, ebooks at 6%, that's growing. Clothing and accessories. Do people buy clothes? Here's one argument that people have. Brandon, I still like going to, well, it's my wife. I like going to the store. I want to be able to touch the material, pick it up, turn it around, smell it, put it on, try it on, see how it fits. So I would never buy clothes online. So I told my wife this. I said, let me ask you a question. Let's say before you go to the store, you look online and you already know that you're going to buy something, but you just look online to see what it is that you want, right? You go down to the store, try it on, take a look at it. But instead of buying it at the counter, you pull out your smartphone right there on the spot. Look it up online, Sherlock it. You already know what size you want. You know what brand you want. Sherlock it, and then buy it online right there on the spot. This is what retail stores are afraid of. This is what Best Buy is afraid of. People going into Best Buy, looking at the TVs and stuff, trying it out, pulling out their smartphone and buying the same item on Amazon for less, while they are still in the Best Buy store. You guys see that? That is what people are going to do, and are already doing it. Same with clothes. And when I tip that to my wife, she said, "Oh yeah, you're right. I'll probably do that." Of course you will. I don't care how much shopping you love. You still love to save money because that allows you to go shopping even more. Here's retail sales of clothing and accessories. Offline, this is a monster. But the online is starting to grow. Remember, it took all of history to get it where it is right here in the pink. Yet, e-commerce, just over the last 10 years, exploding. JCPenney is vulnerable. 83% of its business is clothing and accessories. 83%. So women's apparel, of course, men's apparel, home, women's accessories, children, footwear, jewelry, and other. People are going to be buying this stuff online. In-store sales at JCPenney declined 10% last year. So on a downward trend. Online is growing, but overall, JCPenney still in the red. So what they're saying is, even though online sales for JCPenney's is growing, it's dropping so much on the offline side that they're still in the red. They haven't gone in profit yet. It's down here on less than 10%, but it is getting a little bit bigger. It's going to start to rise for the e-commerce. Gap has done a little bit better. I don't know why, but it has. Gap on annual retail has gone up. It's in profit, $16 billion. The online portion of it is at almost $2 billion. Home and furniture. Do people buy furniture? Yes. See what the chart says about home and furniture. Offline it dropped from a high of 2006, 2011. It's still, around 90 billion. But online is starting to rise big time. And once these people figure it out, that they can get the same item for less online, you're going to see a role reversal in these colors. The online portion will be the pink and the offline will be the blue. I like this chart. Wayfair is exploding. This is what's going to happen with Sherlock. You see this down here? It's going to start small, start to have a little bit growth, and then boom, skyrocket. Where we are right now with Sherlock, if you look at a chart like this, we are here. You guys see that? This is where we are right now. Just celebrated our first $1 million earner, Simon Brooks. This is where we're going to be. Food and beverage, Larry Brown. Larry's a poster boy now for shopping online for food. Offline, of course, it's huge. Online, starting to grow. People haven't really caught on to it yet, but I will tell you this, that grocery stores are already getting themselves prepared for this online. They're closing stores and turning them into distribution centers. There's a test going on in Canada right now with a major grocery outlet of where you can order online and you can come down and pick up your items and never leave your car, like a drive-through. Despite the early efforts of Amazon and others, and you see this Amazon truck, do you guys know what they're trying to do right now? They're going to have Amazon drones where you order something and this little drone is going to fly to your house. I'm not joking. Look it up. Google it. I'm not joking on that. What about the everything retailer Walmart? By the way, Walmart is a part of our shopping assistant. You get 3% cash back shopping at Walmart. Some perspective, Walmart is still much bigger than Amazon for now. But Amazon is starting to rise. Now, what's interesting as well, these companies like Walmart and Best Buy and JCPenney's and Sears, they are not doing what Blockbuster Video and Hollywood Video did. Those companies were on the top of the world. You would leave work, stop off at your what's the place called? Hollywood Video or Blockbuster. Go through the aisles, pick out a couple of movies, get the bag of popcorn that you could pop in your microwave and go home. And that was hot, right? I remember back, my mom would get off work early because Thursday nights was our movie night. Actually, Friday nights. Thursday was Cosby night, but Friday nights, and she would leave work early, pick us up, me and my brother, and rush to Blockbuster before the crowd got there when a new release came out. Because Blockbuster can only hold so many copies, right? Netflix completely destroyed them. And when Blockbuster had an opportunity to do something about it, like, hey, maybe we need to have an online Blockbuster, they said, oh no, Netflix is just a fad. Don't worry about it. People love the experience of coming into our Blockbuster store and looking at the movies. Yeah, but people love the convenience of rolling over on their bed, opening up their laptop, going to Netflix and scrolling amongst thousands of titles that will never be out of stock. And they folded. So the companies today are making adjustments. When you see stores close, the company's not going out of business. They are just changing how they do business. They're spending most of their time online now. That's what they're gearing up for. That old Kevin Costner movie, if you build it, they will come. That's what the billionaires are doing right now. They're building and putting the infrastructure in place. Walmart's advantage is still in physical retail. Walmart still has 4,100 stores within 5 miles of 2/3 of the U.S. population. Wow. 4,100 stores within 5 miles of the majority of the U.S. population. That's what I call saturation. You know, the Walmart people, they knew Sam Walmart knew exactly what he was doing. Online is still just 2% of Walmart's total sales. For now, it's going to grow up. It's going to be much bigger. Let's see. But sales growth is coming from online. Walmart annual sales growth. So their offline sales is in decline. Their online sales has exploded. And here's I love this. The trend line is right here. the trend for offline? Down, 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 down. Here's the trend for online. Up, 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 up. And Walmart is investing in social and mobile tech research and development. Yep. See, it's one thing to create a website, but now you need people to use your website. So that's what they're investing their money in, to have a social media presence, to have a mobile app presence. They're about to go big time. They really want to take on Amazon. Retail is about offering people the services and products they want on the devices and media they use. Oh, I love that quote. I'm going to have to post that. Retail is about offering people the services and products they want on the devices and media they use. Here's the web. U.S. cross-channel retail sales. Steadily going up since 2012. 52% of all retail sales are web influenced. Can you believe that? 52% are web influence. It's more than half. U.S. mobile commerce spending. This is smartphones and tablets. Smartphone spending and tablet spending, both of them on the rise. Especially the iPhones and iPads. 75% of traffic. E-commerce websites and traffic by mobile platform. Android tablet. Android phone. The iPhone and the iPad. iPad and iPhone have a much bigger market share. But Android phones and the Android tablet represents 30% of this stuff. So 30% of the whole industry. That's big for now, for right now. Mobile is now, let me make sure you guys are still with me. You guys still with me? Yeah, cool. Alright, mobile is now 1/4 of all e-commerce traffic. Mobile. What that means is most people are doing e-commerce through their smart mobile device. Yeah, the PC is starting to steadily go down. But it's all going to be about the tablet and the smartphones can own most of the market. Leading retailers, digital audience populations. Retailers are finding huge audiences on mobile. You think? Everybody has a mobile device. Why not? Amazon leads the way. Follow at the very bottom is Lowe's. You got Lowe's, Etsy, Ticketmaster, Home Depot, Best Buy, Target, Apple, Walmart, eBay, and Amazon. And on social networks, average audience size for retailers by category on different social networks. So we've got, how do you call these a social network? Oh, based on, you got apparel, auto, beauty. So apparel is high, food is high, mass merchants high, specialty and toys are all high. So you've got Facebook fans. Facebook is the majority of them. YouTube subscribers, Twitter followers, Vine followers. So social media is being used to access these websites here. Now, what do today's customers want? What do they want? This is good for you guys to know while you're building your business. They want price and convenience. Do you know what they used to say businesses back in the day? It was customer service, satisfaction, and a good shopping experience. If you went to any boardroom, that's what they would say. What do people want? They want a good experience. They want good customer service. Today, they want a good price and convenience. Isn't that exactly what Shopping Sherlock provides? We provide you convenience by pulling out your mobile app. We're going to shoppingsherlock.com, and we're going to guarantee you the cheapest price on the internet. So again, did I make this up? What do today's customers want? Know what your customers want. Do we have a product that customers want and need? Yes. We should have no problem signing people up left and right in this business, in this industry. No reason at all. We have a product that everybody wants. They just don't know it yet. It's our job to show them. It's not about getting people into your business. It's about sharing with them what options they have out there and letting them take part for free. I love that. For free. What is this? They want price and convenience, factors that are important to online shoppers. Okay. Very important, live customer service. Pick up or return at the store. Website is easy to going anyway. Can anybody say anyway? It is growing anyway, whether we like it or not. We are perfectly positioned to take advantage of that growth. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to get my part. I'm going to get my piece. I love what Lou Smith posts all the time, the difference between a turtle and a giraffe. And you also must, you got to look at things on the long term. Where will our nation be long term? Where is the economy going long term? Where's the growth curve? What industry is growing and what industry is not growing? Do you want to jump into a business where the industry is on the decline? Or you want to get a part of a business where the industry is growing? See, knowing these facts about your business gives you the confidence. So when you're out there talking to people, they understand and can feel the confidence that you're exuding. Be confident about what you do. I had somebody ask me, Brandon, I just don't understand why you're still there and other people are leaving. I said, that's why I make 6 figures and they make what they make. I'm a businessman. Look 5 to 10 years down the road. Treat this like a business, not a hobby, not a lottery ticket. If it takes me 3 years, 3 years from now I'll be 40 years old. Multi-millionaire. That's how I look at it. 3 years is going to come anyway. So you got to be smart about your business. You have to have long-term vision. And then you work your business every single day, step by step. I'm going to end this because my battery is about to die, and I did not bring my charger plug-in. But this is what I want to show. I want to share a video. It's called Did You Know? When I was teaching, there was a video back in 2005, 2006 or so. It was called Shift Happens. SHIFT. YouTube it. And it talked about the growth that's taking place around the world exponentially. That technology is moving so fast that America is being left behind. We like to say, we're the best in the world, America, yay, number one. Social media-wise and socially and economically, not anymore, we're not. And the sad thing about it is, we haven't figured it out yet. Ignorance is bliss. We don't even know that we're not at the top of the chart anymore. There was one thing that my kids love to see on the chart. It talked about in China, for example, because China is the new wild, wild west. It's the new west. It's the new gold rush. And it said that China has more honor students. Okay, follow me here. China has more honor students than America has students. Think about that. There are more honor students in China than all students combined in the United States. Do you think we're going to be able to compete? No. We're not. That's just the natural flow of things. That does not mean the end of us. It means we need to learn to adapt. So don't be concerned when you're talking about your business and people say no. They just don't understand. Don't get hurt because somebody that's ignorant says no to you. And I don't say ignorant meaning in a bad way. Ignorance means that you just don't know. I didn't say stupid. I said ignorant. I was ignorant 8 months ago. Daniel, we are the educators. It's not our job to go and convince people. It's our job to go out there and inform people on what's going on. Because this is why you want to do that. All those people that are saying no to you right now, 2 years from now, when the writing is on the wall about what's going on, they're going to be looking this way. Oh man, I need to get on that e-commerce. I need to get a piece of that. What was that company? Oh, Daniel, yeah, he was talking about that shop at Sherlock. Daniel, are you still in that shop at Sherlock? And what if you say, no, I quit? They're going to say, what? You did what? You were at the beginning and you quit? Well, I just didn't know I wasn't making money fast enough. Got to be kidding me. But if you say, yeah, I'm still here, now they're all going to be flocking to you. You only have 2 legs, a binary. The Japanese organization is on my, let's see, let me take a look real quick. Baby Lin, who hit power in like a week, fell on my 23rd level. Somebody signed up, wow. Somebody in the United States signed up, fell on my 83rd level. And then underneath them, 84th level. Someone just signed up today, let's see, 31st, in Japan, and fell on my 29th level. These people won't know you. They don't even know you exist. They won't know your name. You may never speak to them. They may not even speak your language. You want to know how the Japan got started? It went from, you signed up a guy in Texas, who signed up a guy in Vegas, who signed up a guy in Japan. And then Japan blew up. Now, they signed up people in South Africa, France, Singapore, Philippines, and China. And in China is where I'm looking at big time. I want China. Because I know we're going to be 5 years if you get a good foothold in China right now. So be proud of where you guys are with your business. You're in the right place at the right time. You know it ahead of time. It's like knowing about Microsoft when Microsoft first got started. Knowing about Facebook when Facebook got started. But you just can't sit here. We have to go to work. Because if you just sit here, you're going to be watching other people do it. See, it's one thing to miss the wave when you're standing on the shore. It's another thing to miss the wave when you're in the ocean. And we're all in the ocean. Don't miss the wave. Because it's not going to reverse itself and come back your way. First big, like tsunamis, they only happen once. Then you got to wait for another major earthquake. You must be positioned. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm sorry about the delay, the technical delay. And there were other videos that I wanted to show, but I'll have to do that next time. But take a look at this video. Oh, I know what I want to do. Oh, I have to do this. I apologize. I do have to do this. This is mindset. So before I play that video, before we go, I want to read you guys something that Larry Brown sent me this morning. And when I read it to you, I'm going to tell you the author after I read it to you, because when I saw who wrote it, it shocked me a bit. And then I wasn't so shocked anymore because I understood why. It made sense. Now that's why he's where he is. But let me read this to you. And be patient with me here. World War II never happened, and I'll prove it. Now hang with me on this one. Not only will I prove this fact in the text below, but I'll reveal the single most powerful secret in the world to you in the process. So you guys get ready. I hope you listen closely to what I'm going to read here. No, I'm not a crazy conspiracy theorist or on the crack pipe. Read this entire message and it will make perfect sense. Keep this picture in mind when you do. Alright, so something pretty out there occurred to me over the last year. You know, what has this guy been smoking sort of stuff? But when you consider that I went from $6,000 in debt and waiting tables to making over $80,000 a month in that short time span, something extraordinary must have popped into my little noggin. He went from $6,000 in debt to $80,000 a month in 1 year. Alright. Here's what he says. It's the secret within all of the self-help books that you've probably read, but might have never really gotten. That was me. I've read them all. I had my epiphany much later. In fact, they probably left you more frustrated than when you first started. I can relate. It took me about 6 years to finally comprehend this secret. Until you get this part of your life and your head where it needs to be, you will never be successful. It is impossible. No matter what you do, if you don't understand this, it will be impossible to be successful. You must get this right. There is no website, no marketing system, no lead source, or product that will save you. If you don't get your head where it needs to be, everything else is just a waste of time, money, and effort. Success in anything in life, including network marketing, is 90% mental and 10% mechanical. Executing the business. I learned that. That's when I had my epiphany. I would spend 90% of my time trying to learn the mechanical and only 10% on the mental. When I did the shift, my business changed overnight. I've never made less than 4 figures a month since then. And that was 4 years ago. I think 4 or 5 years ago. Now, this is going to sound strange. Very strange. But here's what you really need to get, and get it fast. Every one of us lives in a different world and different reality. In fact, there are 6 billion plus realities taking place on Earth right now, this very moment. 6 billion. And every single one of them is different, with 6 billion different lists of rules of what is possible and what isn't, with 6 billion different perceptions of one event, with 6 billion different ideas of what truth, morals, and justice mean. You live in a completely different reality than everyone else. I live in a completely different reality than you do. You make your rules and I make mine. You live by what you think is possible in your world. I live by what I think is possible in mine. There are 6 billion plus people living in 6 billion plus realities that are all different. And each person has created the rules that define their reality or has adopted the rules of others, followers. And here is the key to all of it. You have the power to completely create the rules that define your reality. And you can do it instantly. What was impossible today can be possible tomorrow if you desire it to be. This is what God meant when He said that He would grant our every heart's desire. This is what Napoleon Hill describes in Think and Grow Rich. You live in your own personal reality, limited by your own personal set of rules. This is important. In any situation, the ideas, concepts, and beliefs of the person with the strongest reality will be adopted by the other party. I'm going to read that one more time. It's very important. In any situation, the ideas, concepts, and beliefs of the person with the strongest reality will be adopted by the other party. That's why you have a lot of cheerleaders in certain companies. It's like they're walruses or seals or sheep. They don't think for themselves because they've adopted the philosophy of the alpha, whether it's the alpha male or the alpha female. So it doesn't matter what you put in front of them. They are set in their ways. Have you ever heard that saying that sales are a transfer of belief from one person to another? Well, that's what that means. When a sale is made, it means that your belief or your reality was stronger than the other person's, and so they adopted it. I love that analogy. I never really heard it put this way before, but I understand it. They bought what you were selling because they bought into your reality. Remember this, guys. People do not join companies. They join people. All right? People are not joining Shopping Sherlock for Shopping Sherlock. They're joining you. Okay, let me finish. Don't believe me? I'll prove it. There is a remote tribe of people called the Huli living in a remote area of Papua New Guinea. Until recently, they have never been exposed to anyone or anything outside of their immediate area. They live in a world of endless forests with no other people. You and I truly do not exist. There are no countries. There are no such things as plastic, steel, or paper. The only flying objects are birds, and man has never been to the moon. There are no governments, and there is no stock market. The 2 world wars never took place. Electricity, telephones, and roads do not even show up in their dreams. Can you imagine dreaming at night and your dreams would never have an airplane in it? Your dream would never have a road in it, would never have a car, would never have the internet, would never have what happened on TMZ, would never have Kanye and little Kim, Kim Kardashian's wedding. Can you imagine that? Because that's not your reality. They could never comprehend the sight of a beach, or open ocean, or whales, sharks, and submarines. Nope. These things truly do not exist in their world, and they would die to protect their reality of the world, just as countless humans have died to protect their own realities throughout history. Yet you and I know they are real. People died because they said that the earth was round when the history book said it was flat. Do you guys know that? People died because they said that the sun was the center of our solar system, not the earth. People died for those beliefs because they said so. So what does this mean to you in your business? People attract others who live in realities similar to theirs. Magnetic sponsoring, that gave me the first clue of who wrote this. But magnetic sponsoring is all about attraction marketing. Whether that has to do with advertising magnetic offers or developing a magnetic personality that attracts others. You will only attract people who live in realities similar to yours. This means that if you are sponsoring duds, it's because deep down you believe you are a dud. And that is what's coming through to others. People tell me all the time, Brandon, are you okay that people quit the business? Some of your leaders quit. Oh my goodness. What are you going to do? What? What do you mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to go sponsor better people. And I have. You attract good people to you. See, here's the example. Why is it that some people can sponsor top-tier individuals with almost no effort at all, while others continue to sponsor needy, broke people? It's easy. Your reality is a reflection of the way you see yourself inside. Wow. If you truly believe you are already successful, then you will automatically do the things that successful people do, which will automatically attract other successful people. You can't fake it. You can try, but you can't. You can, however, act as if. That's different than trying to fake it till you make it. All of this stuff happens on its own without a conscious intent or agenda. It's just your reality. It's just the way things are. Most people try to get successful before they start to act successful. Oh, isn't that what I just said? Act as if. You have to act successful before you can become successful. It doesn't work that way. The belief has to come first, which leads to correct actions, which brings the results. The people who have quit this business, they quit because they didn't believe. And since they didn't believe, they couldn't attract other people to them. You guys understand this? If you don't believe in what you're doing, you need to do something else. That includes this business. Because no matter what you do, if you don't believe, it's not going to work. Even if you do the same exact things I do. If I believe and you don't, you're not going to have success. And the best part is that you're only a decision away from creating your new reality. A decision. Entrepreneurs decide to define their own reality. They have come to understand that they have this power. They constantly create and recreate the rules by which this world operates based on new experiences and new knowledge. They continually expand their universe by accepting new rules of possibilities discovered through reading, listening, and learning about the realities of others who have what they seek. There are business building strategies and techniques which can change your life forever in minutes. Powerful things which are already part of other people's reality. All you need to do is expose yourself to these people's worlds. So if you don't have the belief for yourself, borrow the belief from somebody else. Be willing to adopt the rules they live by and do business by. And as you do, your rules will change. This is why reading is so important, guys. Because when you read, you're putting yourself in the mind of the author. And that author has experiences and a reality that you have never been exposed to before. So by reading that book, you're now exposed to that person's reality. You broaden your mind. That's why reading is so important. Things which were once impossible for you will become possible. Ideas you've never had will start to flood your mind. The outside world you live in will slowly begin to change as you place new rules upon it. This is what happened to me when I found books by Perry Marshall, Dan Kennedy, and Joe Schroeder. New things, impossible things, came into my world about building a network marketing business. They completely changed my set of rules and possibilities. I made their realities mine, and in less than a year, I was making the kind of money that existed in their world. And guess what's happened since then? Newer realities have been seen. Realities where earning $100,000 a month is not even a big deal. Where earning $1 million plus per month is absolutely doable. And the ability and means to accomplish these goals have presented themselves as well. If you want to live a new life, a free life, the life of an entrepreneur, you must seek out people who live in the world you want, because the bus you ride now doesn't stop there. But before that, you must decide on what reality you want to live in, define a new set of rules for what it is. You've got to hand the driver a new map with new stops. Here are just a few of the rules in my world. In my reality, I do not fear poverty because I will always be rich. Making $1 million a month is not only possible, but a foregone event. People like, trust, and respect me. There is no business skill I cannot master. I attract top-tier prospects effortlessly because they can see that I share a similar reality to theirs. For many of you, these things could never happen. You could never fathom a seven-figure income, and you could never imagine ultra-high caliber, seven-figure network marketers wanting to do business with you. Well, here's the kicker. You can, and they would, if your reality, your belief level was stronger than theirs. If it is, they will absolutely buy into your world. When your level of belief about a new rule you set for yourself becomes stronger than your current belief, then your world will change and you will have what you seek, but not before. Belief comes first. Results come second. Define your new reality. Live it, sleep it, dream it, and your life will become it. If you'd like to adopt the parts of my reality that help me achieve spectacular results in business, then read. He's promoting himself. Tools. No, don't include the last lines, Larry. Don't include him promoting himself. Just the rest of the message until he starts talking about magnetic sponsoring. Include magnetic sponsoring because that's what it is. But if you guys see my screen, type Y. Speaking of tools, we have a new tool that we're going to be using to build our team. And it is that just a tool. Spending over $2,000 a month right back into my business. Most people are struggling just to keep their auto ship. They don't understand it's much more than your auto ship. You must treat this like a business. I pay for websites. This web platform you're on right now, I pay for. I pay for all of my stuff. I invest back into my business. here's another tool that I would highly advise that you invest in. It is called a company that we're using called Tandem. Now, I'll just read to you how it works. I mean, it's easier than me trying to explain it. Tandem delivers customers. Put your phone away and forget cold calling. With Tandem, you'll never see a single lead, just new customers. Let me click on how it works. Here's how it works. We generate the leads. What do you need for your business when you're done talking to friends and family? You have no friends and family to talk to anymore. This is what most people quit, because most friends and family already said no to them anyway. The one or two that did sign up don't do anything, and then you don't know where to go to get any new people. And you don't have the time to learn how to market your business to generate leads for yourself. So you outsource it. Here you go. We generate the leads. High conversion sales pages specific to your opportunity, pre-qualify to capture warm leads. We close the leads. Tandem's professional and courteous sales team contacts and the leads on your behalf and converts them into either a customer or a distributor. Wow. You get the customers. You simply follow up with your newly enrolled team member to welcome them and offer support. So what this system here is, they're going to be contacting about 100 leads a day on your behalf. And they're going to work to close those leads as customers or business partners. In network marketing, it is nothing but a numbers game. Those who talk to more people make more money. If you talk to 10 people a month and I talk to 100 people a month, who's going to make more money? Me. If I, as good as I am, talk to 100 people a month, and somebody that's brand new, who cannot speak as well as I can, who can never do a presentation, who can never give a training, but they talk to 1,000 people a month, who's going to make more money? That person will make more money than me. A lot of people, some of you, might have been in this business for 6 months and you still haven't talked to at least 100 people. What if you had 100 people a day being talked to? A day. Closing into your business. The cost of this program is $2.99 a month. Those of you who balk at that, to me, I laugh at that. You've got to be kidding me. $300? You can give me 36 new reps a month? Where do I sign up? Where do I sign up? That's what I want. Here it is. Your initial payment of $2.99 is a pre-order for services to begin July 1st. So that's when services are going to begin, July 1st. You will be automatically billed $2.99 for every 30 days beginning August 1st. Okay? Why June? They need to prepare. They're going to learn everything they need to learn about Sherlock in the month of June. All right? You guys got that? They're going to learn everything they need to learn about Sherlock in the month of June. They're going to get trained. Michael Weeder is going back up there in, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. And he's going to be sitting down with them and teaching them more about Sherlock. And come to think of it, I may figure out, I may go there too. I'm going to have to talk to Michael about that. And then July 1st, it begins. So you got all of July, and then the next billing will be in August. You may cancel your Tandem subscription within 30 days prior to the upcoming billing cycle. Tandem's monthly subscriptions is billed on the first of every month. So right now, we were doing the test run with 50 people. I think we have 31 or 32 that's already paid. If you put your name on the list and you haven't paid yet, you must do so ASAP. If you have not put your name on the list, but you want to get in on this, you must get there and register ASAP. All right. So this is huge for you guys. All right. So let me come back. And again, did I put the website there for you guys? Copy. Once the test run is over, I am going to be heavily talking about that because I am a numbers guy. This is a binary. What if you had 50 people on your left and 50 people on your right in the program? And let's use the bare minimum of 3. Okay? Let's do the math here. You guys can still see my screen. So all 100 people in the program got 3 new reps each. That's 300 reps. Well, that's 150 cycles. 150 times $50. That's your $50 bonuses. You just made $7,500 in bonuses. All right? That 150 and your residual every month, you just added $1,500. But wait, that was just 1 month. The following month, the same thing happened again. So now you just made another, what was it, 150 times 50. You just made another $7,500 in bonuses. But you added another $1,500. So now you're at $3,000 a month residual. But wait, the third month, you just did another $7,500. So times 3. So in 3 months, you just made $22,000 tomorrow night.